All right, good morning once again. Welcome back. We have a special edition this morning. I thought it was just, it was prudent that we extend the timing this morning because after having that conversation, I know quite a number of people would want to, voice their concerns as it relates to that conversation that I just had with Ambassador Linda Ali, representing the people of Palestine. So I'm gonna, I made the call. The thing about the media is dynamism and volatility. All right, something breaking, we got to deal with it one time. We have the opportunity this morning. So I would like to hear from you, the general public, if you're apt to talking about it this morning. You can give us a call, 435-2041. And let's hear your comments based on the conversation that we've just had with the Palestinian ambassador. The number 435-2041. If you're so inclined, we're going to give it a timing, and if we realize that the participation is not there, then we'll just get into the music. But I thought it was prudent that I give people the opportunity because I know there are people who have a lot of passion for what's happening in that region. Some for against. There's a comment here. Good morning. This is a very bad thing. GBN has given this person at least 15 minutes free to speak 100% of lies. Palestine has never wanted a ceasefire or a two-state solution. Ask her how many rockets they launched at Israel with the intention of killing all the Jews. She will be punished, and maybe Grenada too. Supporter of God's people and God. Good morning, caller. Okay, we seem to have lost that caller. 435-2041. I really do hope you want to call in and share your thoughts. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon, forgive me for being on the airwaves twice in a short space of time.
That's okay. I permit you. I want to hear your comments on this.
Thank you. It's interesting to note, however, that even though the issue in Gaza is the Palestine as the lead cover and Israel, the question here is as a result of the conflict in Gaza, as you rightly said, whichever one started first. Then why is it that you have Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, declaring that because of the situation in Gaza, they are in solidarity? Mr. Gordon, if we short-sighted, we could only see in front of us. And if we long-sighted, we could see far, far, far away. I urge my people, and I urge people that have a reasonable sense of reasoning to look at the situation in a global perspective. Look at the situation in a global perspective and see all the connectivity, all the satellites and whatever have you. And then we could come up with sensible statement that likely to bring about, if not everlasting, but a long solution to the problem of peace. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Thank you very much. 29 minutes on to 9 o'clock. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller. Caller, you got to fix that, whatsoever apparatus you've got in the background. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning. Good morning, caller.
Yeah, morning. I was in to get in the connection. Anyway, it's a said where ignorance is bliss, 'tis folly to be wise. And sometimes I feel let down by our people. We didn't need a Palestinian ambassador to come to tell us the truth. The truth is out there. So even when we're reacting to the truth, I mean, it says something as And I want to link what is happening in Palestine, what happened here many years ago, when we were told that 95% of Grenadians supported the American invasion. And anybody who understands history would think that we are crazy to accept invasion. Nonetheless, the thing about it, I think what we needed to do, I didn't hear the whole interview. We should learn to listen. We have been bombarded with propaganda so long. I mean, they had the Oslo peace agreement. How many Grenadian people know about that? That was sabotaged by both the Americans and the U.S., even though the Palestinians under Arafat made concession. Remember what happened to the Israeli Prime Minister at the time? He was killed by an extremist because of that. So when they're talking about, I mean, it's so ignorant of our people when you hear we speak. It's sad. We need to go back and learn on our own. We have, even you, Innocent, had to apologize for not bringing the BBC news. We should be ashamed. The BBC is an extension of the British Foreign Service. It is. It's not a neutral station, and so is all the American propaganda entity. We've been only fed. In fact, Bob Marley said, they say we are ignorant, we only know what they tell us, and it appears to be so. But there are some among us who don't wait on these propaganda machines and find out and know. And those of us who know history and love history know that what the Palestinian lady was saying is correct, accurately correct. This is not made up. I mean, it's sad. I mean, look at that. Even after all 200 and how many days, we're now bringing somebody from Palestine to get us the truth, and we're talking about we should have an embassy ambassador. Equally say the truth. We know the truth already. And finally, even our language. When we try to emphasize our life is our life, and all life is important, we say even the Palestinian. How come we say even? It should be including the Palestinian. Even mean that really has sympathy for them, like how the colonial has sympathy for the savages. When they was talking about emancipating slavery.
Okay.
So let us be serious.
Thank you, Colin.
I'm not always happy, proud and happy of my people when we speak such nonsense.
Okay. Thank you. All right. 25 minutes on to 9 o'clock. That is our time. Like I said, it's not normal that we do that, but this morning I thought it's only fair to do that. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Innocent. How are you doing, darling?
I am doing fine. How about you?
I'm all right, and I'm so happy that for that extension for that lady, because pain is not a good thing to carry. So, hats out to you and your program and your management. I listened to that lady, and I hear she speaks concerning the cancer patient, how much days they get treatment, and they do, the doctor can go in to see about these people. I wonder if there is not right to look elsewhere, right? She talked about from the Caribbean now. If they can ask the Caribbean for a little space, even in Grenada, away to put up a hospital, and these people and them that need the treatment, you build a nice hospital, you bring them in, bring in your doctors to take care of them. Perhaps we have patient here that need treatment too. Perhaps we could get a little assistance to them, because look, right now, Innocent, thank God and St. Vincent and Trinidad was helping us with some water. So we never know when the time will come to help.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, caller. 23 minutes on to 9 o'clock. That is the time. Extended version of the conversation this morning. Wanting to hear from you as it relates to, the conversation that we just had with Ambassador Ali. Let's go back to the telephone line. Good morning, caller.
It's just me, okay?
Yeah, good morning.
How you doing?
I am alive and thankful. How are you?
Everything good with you?
Yes, I'm fine. Is everything good with you?
In in a long time, so I must get you today.
Okay, well, I'm happy that you did, all right?
Yeah. Have a nice weekend, okay?
You too. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, good. Okay, let's do this caller via our WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller.
Good morning, Mr. Hussein.
Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Yes, I must applaud you this morning as to giving the time to the ambassador and putting the BBC on hold. And that is what I was saying. I was listening to you. If you would have told the ambassador, well, we have to join the BBC. But good judgment had prevailed.
So if I get fired, you have a job for me, right?
No. Me GBN manager, if she fire you from giving way to the BBC in front of an ambassador for our country, she need to be fired for herself. The people of Grenada will fire her out of GBN.
No. GBN, we don't roll like that. We don't roll like that. We are on the ball and we do what we have to do. So let's hear your contribution.
But you hear, I always saying, when you hear news on another side, you understand what is going on. The Israeli go ahead and balling, they rape their people. But I was listening news long before. The Israeli are raping young children, even down to boys, in those prisons. You hear the lady say, an 8-month pregnant woman, they rape her in front of her husband. How painful this thing could be. And you have some people coming on the radio and saying, oh, God's people. And they are, watch, let me tell you something. If that, I keep saying, if it's that the kind of scripture we want to preach and say it's God's people, well, I don't know. Something wrong with us. Injustice, human life, it must be respected. And I am saying, all countries in the Caribbean, they should stand up with the people of Palestine and make sure, let the people live in peace. And I'm not trying to stray, but the whole conflict with Gerard Paul and Harvey make a whole big thing. And why? It start off because Gerard Paul say nobody is speaking out and all different things. So you understand now the plight of the Palestinian people. I think forget the Secretary of State, what's his name again? Anthony Blinken?
Yeah, Anthony Blinken, yeah.
He just wasting time going back and forth, and then when coming the United Nations for a vote for something, they still vetoing it. Why they have to sit down and listen to a man wasting time going back and forth? 7 times you make a trip and there is no headway, and human life, children being killed, babies being killed, hospital being bombed. And you up and down on a plane and going and try to broker peace, and when coming to United Nations for the get statehood recently, you veto it. Hypocrisy, and we need to speak out against it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, caller. Have a great weekend. All right, folks, you know the number, 435. We can accommodate just a few more calls. GT is already here. Now, good morning, Mr. Joseph. Can you please ask the ambassador where does she see the church's position on this matter, especially the Catholic Church? PDI saw this later, 8:15 that came. All right, why does he have to apologize having such a distinguished guest on the program? You wanted him to just cut off the ambassador? Come on, let good sense prevail. Well done, Mr. Joseph. Great program. Great enlightenment on the situation in Gaza. Well, we try our best here, you know, we really do try our best. Yeah, if you still want, if you're so inclined, you can still call in 435-2041. I really thought that, well, maybe folks, you know, who would normally contribute, maybe they're at the job at the moment, but I think this is a situation that we really, really, really need to pay particular attention to, because if it happens here, people will be looking into us. You know, so we have to be abreast of it. 18 minutes on to 9 o'clock. All right, tell you what, folks, I'm going to end it here because the interest. I guess it's the timing, maybe. Timing is a bit, off. People are usually expecting us to be out of it by now. So we take a commercial break, and that's it. That's where I sign off for today. I love you. Bye-bye. Have a great weekend.